Hey everyone, it's Dan. Thanks for listening to ManDogPod. I am just here at the beginning of the episode for a little preamble and a little pitch for you. So stick around for like a minute to hear what's coming up in the podcast, or hit that plus 30 a couple times. We'll all be fine. Today's episode is featuring our friend Lily Sullivan. Lily is incredibly funny everywhere, including on today's podcast. You might know her from Comedy Bang Bang, CBB World podcasts like Hey Randy, Going Deep, This Book Changed My Life. You might know her from the Apple movie Spirited. She was on Righteous Gemstones, I Think You Should Leave, Unstable. And I think she did 30 cities in the last CBB Live tour. There's a reason for that. Everybody loves her. She's a winning performer in front of audiences internationally. We talk about the artist's way in this episode. Lily compares me to a man in a yoga class who went up afterwards and read the teacher's book of poetry thoughtfully. And we talk about embarrassing yourself in public. So stick around for that. And now for my pitch. We are currently 487 on a list of top Patreon podcasts. So we're the 487th Patreon podcast. We got there for 5 years of almost no aggressive promo. We're trying some aggressive promo. We're going to see if it helps. What I'd like to do with your help, if you're listening to the free version, come subscribe so that you can help us beat number 486, Ann Orderly's Daily Astrology Updates, number 480, the In the Doghouse podcast, and could we jump 87 spots to beat Mr. Factually, Adam Conover? This man knows the Obamas. He's got a Netflix show. He's got a true TV show. He knows what's right and wrong in the world, and he's not afraid to tell us and educate us. Could we, just a couple upstart young improvisers and conversationalists, beat Adam Conover? I think with your help we can. So if you're already on our Patreon, maybe recommend it to a friend. Gift it to a friend. If you are listening to a free episode, consider joining us again on the Patreon. We'd love to have you there. We've got video of our episodes. We've got full versions of the episodes. We dig even deeper. All that said and done, thanks for being here. Enjoy Lily Sullivan.
You are the man now, dog. 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 You are the man now, dog.
Ugh, I've just been so stressed with my novel lately. I just really needed like a group hang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just really needed to recharge.
Totally.
The creative stuff like that can take so much out of you because you're
I know.
giving yourself to the novel.
And it's so frustrating because I feel like I'm sitting around doing nothing, but really I'm sitting around frustrated that I can't write. I have writer's block. I'm alone. Anyway, I just
How
needed to see
far
my friends.
in are you? Last time we checked, you were on page 3.
Yeah, well, I've luckily got to page 10. I do have some
been
editing.
2
I have some
years,
editing
Danny.
to do. Yeah, I know. It's I think just the first couple years you're organizing your ideas, and then I feel like I've heard it just pours out.
Yeah.
So I think the beginning is going to take longer and the end will go quicker.
Well, Brad and I, we've just been talking a lot. It's really hard for us to have you kind of vent about the book all the time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I hope
I feel like I
didn't
haven't seen
jump
you
the
guys in a
gun.
while. I'm so sorry. I
No,
didn't
yeah,
realize you
it's
felt like that.
she said it. I do feel it. But I wouldn't have brought it up. But yeah, it's like 'cause-
You were in the car with me. You were going off, and I said, "Should we bring this up?" And you said yes.
Well, I feel bad now.
It's
feel
okay.
bad.
I don't want you guys to feel bad. I just like, what are we doing for fun? I feel like I haven't had fun in a month.
I know.
I don't want to talk work. It has been like 30 days since we've had fun, but I will say that we're doing
right.
our podcast. It's just all about like dating your best friend, and
Right.
Cute.
It's
Yeah.
been
Really
really
cute.
fun. But
you said that the way you said that. Did you mean it?
What, that it's fun?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's so fun. I'm just feeling so drained, of course, by Danny's situation.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm
That it's
sorry.
bleeding into our episodes.
I don't
would
mean to
say.
drain or be a strain on your relate. I didn't even know you guys were dating.
Yeah,
That-
we're dating now.
Oh my God, I've been in such a hole. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I haven't been there. That's
Thank
wow.
you. Well, it's Polly. It's immediately Polly, which is interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
'Cause
wanted
you were both-
Polly.
You were both dating nobody, and then you immediately went to Polly. That's fine. That's really cool. I guess you like a switch flip.
Yeah, well, we thought the more the merrier at this point.
The very beginning.
Obviously, from the very beginning. And I have that dynamic with my neighbor, that whole like will they won't they
Right.
going on. So
You
I
do?
yeah.
Oh my God.
But that's what I said. I was like, the dynamic is will he won't he finally die.
Right. How old is he? Because
he's 97 and
right. Do you think you will or you won't?
well, I'm leaning towards Will at this point
Right.
because we're poly and stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
you're leaning
awesome.
towards Will. You're trying to get into the Will. She doesn't care about him.
He is
Yeah.
rich.
Okay.
But we for your book, can I make a suggestion?
Sure. Yes.
You write about what you know.
Whoa.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's like we're doing a podcast about dating a friend, immediately poly after not dating for 5 years. You're doing a book about the CIA. And it's like, that's a lot of research.
Right.
You could freeze up just being like, interior Langley? Like, oh, and then you got to say, what city are they in? And then you open another tab and
Right.
you're distracted.
Right.
Not to mention you're writing it about like British stuff.
Yeah.
It's the British CIA. That's why it's causing me a little bit of like trouble because like it's two things at once. You know, it's the CIA, but then it's turning it on its head, a little Cockney.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been tough. Anyway, I just who cares? Who cares about the book? I'm sure I'll go home today and write 100 pages after the energy of seeing my friends.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We
Yeah.
should talk about something else. The calamari here made me pretty sick, but it was really good. So I don't know if we want to try it again.
Let's get one. Let's get
just
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And if you get diarrhea, you get diarrhea. I'll just go over to Marvin's.
Will he be awake?
You just got you didn't get sick. You just got diarrhea.
He barely
Diarrhea
sleeps,
sick.
actually. He barely sleeps.
Marvin?
Yeah.
Why not?
He has, old people like barely sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
And
Okay.
he's in a lot of pain.
So he stays up all night to kind of just feel that and be awake.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that makes sense.
But again,
I think I'm going to get back to the book. I just feel like I was coming here to get inspired, and I feel like maybe I bummed you guys out because, I haven't felt inspired or supported at all today. And so I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'll just go back to the book and back to my isolation
I don't know what
zone.
you want from us. You want material? I could give you some of my
Sure.
material.
Yeah, I mean, you were in London like 3 years ago, right? For like 6 months. What was that like?
Yeah. So I went to London to basically meet Charlotte Tilbury, the lady who does makeup there. And I kind of got a workshop on the whole flawless filter and everything.
as you can see.
Yeah, that's why my skin's so glowy and dewy.
Beautiful and dewy. Yeah, you look wet.
Yeah, that's what you want. You
Okay.
want to look soaking wet on your
Right.
face.
Right.
And
And you do.
thank you. So maybe you could use that for the CIA stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And-
maybe someone's undercover thing is that they're getting all wet because some lady in London told them to. And you look like a spring morning when I wake up next to you. It's really
Aw.
wonderful.
That's
beautiful.
so sweet.
That's so nice. I haven't had much time for dating since I've been like so hard at work or hardly working on the book.
Yeah.
Do you guys know like any new friends in the community? Any
Oh,
like
for sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Oh, Chelsea. You would love Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
I don't really like Chelsea, but I get why you like Chelsea. She's fun.
Yeah.
She's loud. She's like everything I'm not.
Oh, I think you're so loud, honey.
Yeah, the only thing, you're very loud. You're loud.
am?
You're wet. You're you do it to an extreme, which I think is really cool.
Yeah,
you don't
no,
pull any
yeah.
punches, which is great.
Chelsea is like, she does her aerobics and she does
Aerobics.
she does water aerobics.
Yeah, in the water.
Oh, okay, cool. That she sounds cool.
You
How
met
old
her
is she?
through Marvin because you guys went to a water
she's
aerobics
100.
class.
She's like 100 years old.
She's old, yeah. She's very old.
Okay,
But she's
I'm
just
looking for more of like
vibrantly
a.
alive.
What's that?
Vibrantly alive.
That's nice.
loud.
She's pretty
Yeah.
dry though.
So she's loud and dry, and vibrantly
She's
alive.
the opposite of
Could
me.
you use this for your book?
Why doesn't her and Marvin? I don't know how I would, but it is. I don't know. It is just nice to get out here and have some new stuff in my brain. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I think
Oh,
I've just been in
totally.
those.
You
four
guys want to
walls.
get the chili quilas, or do
Sure.
you want to get the meatloaf? Because I'm like neck and neck between those two.
They both go so good with calamari.
Maybe chilaquiles sub meatloaf on top?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Oh, instead of the salsa, it's just like meatloaf.
Sub
chips.
meatloaf.
Yeah,
meatloaf
that's
chunks.
just kind of nachos.
Chunky.
And scene.
Folks, it's a ManDogPod. Wow, what an
Folks.
aggressive intro.
That was. But that's Dan Lippert for you, Mr. Aggression. My name is Ryan Rosenberg.
I'm
Mr.
Dan Lippert.
Sensitive.
Oh, Mr. Sensitive. You are Mr.
Oh, Mr. Sensitive.
We need more Mr. Blank, right? What's his name was Mr. Personality, the guy who made fun of everybody.
Oh, Rickles?
Rickles, Mr.
Yeah.
Personality.
Right.
We got to bring back that type of thing. Lily Sullivan, Mr. Personality.
Wow,
Personality.
I'm the new Mr. Personality.
Yeah.
You guys have
Welcome
like a
back,
good
Lily.
cop, bad cop thing going on, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sensitive and aggressive.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
Dan's the bad cop?
Yeah, obviously.
Big, scary, booming voice.
Yeah.
Why don't I get you a cup of coffee and you can think this bullshit over?
He's being crazy. He's being crazy. You don't have to listen to him.
Yeah,
What?
because, since the moment I got here, it was like, you're like, do you want a coffee?
Yeah.
And then you were like,
Whoa, whoa,
hey,
whoa.
everything,
Would you
whoa.
like a coffee?
Maybe you have a poppy instead. They got poppy too.
Yeah.
Poppy is too sweet.
Have you ever had like a partner, like a partner in crime? You know what I mean? Like I've never had like a cop
Right.
style partner. I feel like you're probably my closest.
You and
since we
I
do
Yeah,
this.
you guys are a
Probably
duo,
are
I'd
pretty-
say.
Yeah, we're a duo for sure, but I don't feel like I've ever like kicked ass with someone. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. I feel like a lot of my life I have had like one best friend kind of vibe,
Mm-hmm.
but I was always seen as like the minion of
Mm-hmm.
said person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were always the Robin in the relationship?
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you like that role?
Well, I'm pretty easygoing
Mm-hmm.
with people, so I feel like when I end up befriending these like very hard opinioned people who are like, we're gonna go here, we're gonna eat here, and it's gonna be awesome, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, I don't care.
Okay.
And then everyone else is like, I think Lily like doesn't have consent.
With her friend for dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm checking in with Drew because I feel like the heater's on, but I can't tell if it's just hot in here, so I'm texting her.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
That's what's
Wow.
That's great.
on my
Mr.
iPad for no
Technology. He's texting.
This is so
he's
advanced.
speaking. Yeah, so advanced. He's texting his girlfriend.
On his iPad. I'm thinking of getting an iPad, you guys.
Mm.
This is what I'm thinking.
What do you need?
Okay, I am addicted to, unfortunately, my phone and social media like we all are.
Of course.
It's ruining my life,
Yes.
like it is for everyone.
Of course.
So I was like, I can't have, I've done the whole thing where you delete the apps and stuff from your phone.
farce.
But then I go on my computer where I'm supposed to be doing work.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm not doing work. I'm going on Instagram. I'm going on Facebook Marketplace, buying nightstands, buying, I don't know,
interesting.
random shit.
I've never done it.
You've never gone on
Not
it?
on Marketplace, no.
Marketplace is
I don't.
psychotic.
Is it connected to Lily Sullivan? Like, is it your
Yeah.
Facebook page?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about it. I don't want to be buying and selling on my.
Well, nobody knows who I am, so it's fine. I'm like
Yeah. Right.
running around.
Yeah. Right.
And so you're gonna be fine too, okay?
Thank you.
You're even less famous
Thank
than me.
you.
Yes, I
No,
know.
totally.
But I do find so then I'm like thinking I got to get an iPad. All the nightmare stuff goes on the iPad. It exists in another room.
Uh-huh.
I can only bring it out when it's time to be like really bad and be like, okay.
Yes.
I think that is, it could work perfectly for you. For me, there is no solution other than the internal thing that I am not changing.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's
100%.
like,
You mean the misery
yeah,
inside?
it's like,
You're gonna do it.
what part of me needs to always be attended to?
Yeah.
That when I'm in any way impatient, I'm on my phone. Like, because it's like I've tried
Right.
it all.
Mhm.
We talked to a different Lily. No offense, Lily Do was in here.
What the fuck?
Just recently too. Oh
She
my
was
god.
like, I put my phone in one. They make a lockbox.
Oh yeah,
for
I've
your
heard about
phone.
this.
And she was like, I'm still just tricking the lockbox. Like at the end
Yeah.
of the day, I know deep in my brain when I'm going to abide by a thing I've done.
Yes.
And when I know in my soul I'm not going to do it.
Wait, I don't
But maybe
understand.
for you it would work.
Well, I don't know. I highly doubt it. But with the lockbox, like you can't get in. Like it doesn't let you in.
Yeah, it doesn't let you in for certain amounts of time. There's an override code, and it will
Okay.
tell you if there's like an emergency message or something
But
like
if I
that.
know there's an override code, I'm putting the
Exactly.
override code in.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The override code is just the lock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Totally. I have an iPad that I got one. I was like, this is gonna be so cool. I'm gonna have everything I need. And
Yeah.
then I didn't use it for like 8 months. And then I just because you don't need.
Yeah,
it.
I know,
You're like,
I know. It's
well, I have a
unnecessary.
phone and I have a computer. They're both the same brand. They have literally the same programs.
Yep.
So I didn't use it for a long time, but I've just started to use it, and I love it. I use it when I'm watching TV,
Yeah.
and I use it like for all my little bullshit. I play
You
games
use
on
it
there.
to watch TV or while you're
While
watching?
I'm watching TV, excuse me. While I'm watching TV, I play on
Your
my
second
iPad.
This is your
screen.
second
My
screen. This is a huge second
It's
screen.
huge, and right now I'm playing a game where you like try to win all the bases. It's so stupid,
It's
but
baseball?
not even close. I can't explain it, and I won't. But it's
What are you talking about?
I don't know, and I can't explain it.
Military
I need to
bases?
know.
Sort of. It's
No,
like it's like there's
military
a red team and a blue team, and you're trying to be your blue there's all these little bases, and you send little guys out, and then you take over their bases, and once it's all blue, you win, or if it goes all red, you lose, or whatever.
So it's an army game.
Sort of, yeah. It's
You're
kinda weird.
pro-military.
That's why I'm playing it. I said, how do I learn military? So I got this game. It's pretty fun.
They're
But I
trying to
like the
recruit
iPad
you.
because I'll plug in my phone elsewhere. And I don't do any phone stuff. I just kind of play games on it, and it does sort of let me zonk out for a minute.
Yeah.
But then it feels like, I don't have to do this on my phone as much. So
Yeah.
I like your idea.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. My therapist did call it genius. I'm just gonna
Love
say
that.
Genius.
Love that. Does she say that word a lot?
Why would you think that she
No,
says
I
that
don't.
a lot?
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
No,
Yeah, good.
she doesn't.
Good.
That must have felt so good
It
when she
felt
said it was
so
genius.
good.
That's genius.
My therapist hit me recently. We don't text that often, almost at all.
Text.
But
Yeah.
she asked me.
Inappropriate.
I told her I would recommend my acupuncturist.
Okay.
So she texted me, was like, "Hey, could you send me this?" I made a
Well,
joke about.
you're recommending something to her.
Yeah.
Whoa, cool.
Students
You must have
become a
been
teacher.
really raving about this acupuncturist. And
What the
Must have been
story?
really annoying in therapy.
he must have been like, please. He's like, if I ask him about the fucking acupuncturist, and maybe you
Maybe
won't
he'll
keep
stop.
talking
Maybe that's
about
what he
it.
needs to process this fucking thing.
Wow, acupuncture! You're so genius to see that person. Yeah, I guess I am.
Hey,
I do have to raise my rate
Some of us
$10 a
aren't.
week forever. Is that okay? But you're genius.
wow, what a genius.
And here's how genius she thinks I am.
Okay.
Is I made a joke on just a quick little joke about the acupuncturist. She hit me back with an all caps, ha 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 ha.
Whoa. Wait,
Oh, that's really
what was the
nice.
joke?
It wasn't that good. So I think it may
So
be
the all
her
caps
all
is a
caps.
lie.
I need
is
to
an
hear.
autocorrect. It was something to the extent of, be ready for a ton of texts with hearts and flowers from her, something like that, because she's a very like
Oh, that's funny.
heart-y texter.
Okay.
And she said, ha 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 ha,
And you're like, a little much.
a little much.
That's
like
so
really
funny.
desperate vibe.
How long have you guys been together, therapist client now?
It's easy to remember because I remember early
Since
on.
9/11.
I knew what I had to do. Morning up. Between towers,
I
I
need
called
to-
my new therapist.
I've got to process this.
I know what this is, and I know what to do.
No, close. I remember pretty early on talking to her about Trump. So I know the
Okay.
Trump election, so around 2016.
Okay,
Maybe
wow.
2015.
Yeah. Oh, that's
God,
a
it's
long
been
time.
so long
Yeah.
that we've had
Yeah.
to deal with him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I wanted to bring up, so recently, speaking of like people laughing very hard at bad jokes, so Tim and I were home with his mom and his aunt. They're both over 80. And they're both French. And then this random like other old neighbor guy who was like visiting. And the guy brought donuts over, and Tim and I were leaving to go on a train ride back to Chicago. And he goes, Tim says, "Oh, it's going to be hard not to eat these on the train." And all three of them went, for like a minute. And I was like, I feel gaslit. Like, what? Is there a gas leak? What is going on? It's not even a joke. And he's like, I really slayed with that.
Right.
I was
did
like,
he
that's
feel weird
not a
about how well
joke.
it did? Too?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
we were
good.
both like, why was that the thing? I mean, his mom is very hard to get to laugh. The only
Yeah.
other thing that like I've gotten her laughing at was one time we were at a stop sign, and some guy like, I don't know, got in the way, and Tim was like, "What a ding dong," and she's like, "What do you call a woman who is being that way?" And I said, "A dong ding," and she laughed. That's literally the two jokes I've seen her laugh the hardest at.
Okay.
That's so
All right.
funny.
I'm trying to gather her sense of humor.
Simple.
A little
What do you
Very
think?
simple.
simple, little wordplay. Oh, like punniness.
But saying that we're gonna eat, it's gonna be hard not
It's
to
gonna
eat
be
the
hard not
donuts
to eat all
on the
these
train.
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
Self-control issues.
Maybe older folks are like,
train etiquette.
of course I would never eat more than a morsel at a time.
Yeah, maybe
so
that's
it's
it.
hilarious that
I'm
you
like,
would-
I would be fucking eating a steak on a train if I could.
yeah, of course. Of course, absolutely. It'd be tough to eat all these donuts on the train.
Hey, I think I might want to. Should we just like turn back to your mom's place? I think I want to go back.
Wait, we just left.
Yeah, it's just I'm a little unsettled by the way we left things there.
Jason, we can't just go back. We have dinner plans tonight.
I know. It's just you made that little joke about not being able to not eat the leftovers, and they kind of cracked up. And it's like I was rolling jokes through dinner, some good stuff. I'm a professional comedian.
I know, but professional,
Silence.
you do.
Don't finish that sentence.
I'm sorry. It's just you work at a stock trading company. You're not like a professional.
Okay, I got paid for my last gig in 2 drinks. All right? I did a gig and got 2 drinks, and the stock trading is just so that you can have nice things because I take care of you.
Oh my God.
Outside of your job, of course, where you
Don't.
mostly afford most of the
I'm a
things
doctor. I'm a surgeon. Okay, I think I support us pretty well.
And at night, you don't go do stand-up. I do. You're just a surgeon.
No one's asking you to do that. Okay. Which jokes did you want to do? The stuff about the water bottles?
I have to rework everything based on the audience. That's what I'm learning. The water bottle stuff was good.
Look, it's not.
They
you.
keep getting thinner, but you're paying the same amount.
Whoa,
I
didn't
don't-
expect to see you guys back so soon. What's happening?
Hey, Ted.
Hey, Dad.
Hi. Yeah,
Dad.
is everything okay?
Yeah, we just wanted to come back and
We wanted to come back because the leftovers were so good. We ate them all, and now we've got to go clog your toilet.
Okay. You came back to clog the toilet?
that
Well,
was.
no,
Did you change your shirt?
yeah. As you can see, it's got the
Babe.
same shirt that
They don't. Like,
Shaman was wearing.
they don't like poo stuff.
Okay.
You have to avoid the shit stuff.
I guess we can let you in here. The bathroom's kind of sacred around here, but yeah, sure.
They're really religious.
That's where we pray. Right on the throne. Because when God speaks to you, sometimes it goes right through you.
Yeah, that's a good one, Dad.
Thank you. Thanks, honey.
Well, what is it? Do you like bathroom stuff or not, comedy-wise? Because I just did a bathroom thing and got the
Why are
impression
you
that
yelling
wasn't
at me, son?
I'm not. I'm just a little
You were.
confused. I'm a little confused, and it's frustrating me.
Yeah,
baby.
that's okay.
Do this stuff about parking. Do your parking.
Oh, yeah. It's not that we drove away and came back. We just spent this whole time looking for parking.
In the driveway?
It doesn't. Not that stuff. I meant.
Because we have a 4-car wide driveway,
No,
double
I meant
garage.
the meter stuff. I meant the meter.
Oh,
Hey,
well,
you don't have to be funny for me. I like you just because you're nice to my daughter. She obviously doesn't need you to take care of her. You don't, but
Babe,
I just like because you're nice.
Dad, can you just give us a second?
Sure, yeah, I'll be on the toilet.
Babe, look, you're not going to get my dad to laugh, okay?
Dear
He went
Lord.
through a lot on 9/11. All right?
he went through a lot of 9/11. What did you say?
Yeah,
A
he
lot?
went through a lot of 9/11. He watched a lot of it on TV, and it was a really hard day for him.
Right.
So he doesn't really laugh, okay?
I understand that, but that was 24 years ago. Like,
It's a really hard thing
and
for him.
he cracked up at your thing. That's what is bothering me. Is I thought he was not a tough nut to crack, and then easily laughed at your going home and eating the food thing.
Well, I got diarrhea. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
All right, so we can just agree. We can just agree that toilet stuff is on the table.
I love a toilet joke.
Great.
Sure.
We're gonna head out.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well, you have a lovely evening for the second time.
You
and
too.
I hope
Hey, Dad, don't poo too much on the toilet.
there's never too much. I love to pray and poop.
So it's on the table. I just.
What
wanna
is wrong with
reiterate
you,
that.
son?
Nothing. It's just on the table.
Listen, it seems like you really need a laugh. Seems like you really need people to think that you're funny.
I need to
and
get
you're
a laugh.
not. And that's okay. You're just not funny. Why don't you do this? When you're leaving, fall down the stairs.
Yeah.
Hilarious pratfall. Start with
Physical.
something simple.
Come on, babe. You can do it. You're good at falling. Remember when you tripped on top of our cat and killed it?
I wouldn't call that good at falling. I'd call that traumatic.
You falled really hard.
Scene. She was a young daughter, very young daughter.
You falled really hard.
You fought really hard.
Really hard. When I was down at my sister's last, I brought my little puppy and was teaching my niece how to train her.
I forgot about your puppy.
She's amazing.
The
best. The
cutest.
cutest. And my niece was trying to train her. I was teaching her to like tell her to sit and tell her to shake. And she was trying to tell her paw. And she would get really mad when the dog wasn't doing it. And she would go, I said paw. And it's like, well, we're not really ordering her. We're sort of telling her if she shakes our hand, we'll give her a treat. And she's sort of, paw. She's trying to get
I
really
fully
mad.
relate to her.
She is my favorite
Sit.
little kid.
Oh
She's
my
so
God.
funny and has like really big feelings. Like gets really angry really fast and really like happy, laugh really fast. Like just raw nerve. She's
Wow.
so fun. She's cool.
I
Uh,
love little kids.
Mm-hmm.
Go,
No,
were you
I
gonna
had
say
nothing.
something?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I got nothing. Got no opinions.
Well, I really do appreciate. Sometimes I talk like a little kid around the house.
Mhm.
So if Tim and I ever had a kid, it would just. I don't know that we would ever leave the phase of us all talking like
Yes.
children. Like,
Yes.
I'm
You'd all
basically
just
like
get
pee pee poo
stupider.
poo. Like
I'm the same way.
You know?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I can't do it.
Like you. I've tried to.
Makes sense of
I
that.
feel like it's just like still access to like childhood joy
Yeah.
and like not like getting rid of all that stuff because you're an adult.
Yeah.
I'm not capable of being an adult, but I'm
Yes.
like, why at home do I have to wear a suit?
No.
You know what I mean? It's
No,
like I
absolutely
just
not.
talk like I'm with my family, and that always feels like I don't
silly
know,
and childlike.
innocent, childlike, silly.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
My dad was like silly but super serious. Like his energy was kind of serious to me and scary. And my mom has like a really foul mouth. So I'm just thinking of like that. What was the atmosphere of around kids at my house? And it was
Mhm.
like whatever that mix is.
Oh my
She
god,
has
amazing.
a foul mouth. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, she listens to this. I hope I'm not offending her. But like, it mostly comes out like if she's watching like a clip on YouTube of like something Trump did,
Yeah.
you'll just hear it from across the house, like, "Oh, you fucker!"
I love that.
My mom's kind of she swears a lot too.
Yeah.
She'll be like, "Oh, fuck that. Fuck him." Like really like
I love that.
dishes it and
I
you're
li-
like
I
Is she like
parents
taking the
that
rare
swear.
opportunity to really lean in, or is she just always doing it?
she is very reactive. She's
Mm.
like and she has a bit of a temper, I think, like and always thinks people are trying to wrong her.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like if someone like cuts in front of her
Mm-hmm.
somewhere, it's just like, okay, well, this
Yeah.
this
Yes.
bitch.
Yes.
And you know what she had?
dare.
And every time I come home, there's some story that's like all about like, well, listen to this. So I'm at the grocery store, and this woman says to me, and I'm like, my life is never full of stories like this.
Right.
Like I don't get into fights very often in public. Like
No.
not a lot of people I know do.
Mm-mm.
So why is her life literally full of like these kind of
It's so funny when
It's
you meet someone
insane.
like that and you're like, hey, we're just at the grocery store. You did not have to fight this person reading a magazine. Like, what? They just
know.
are reading a magazine. You hate them?
I know.
Yeah, it's wild.
Is she that way, like interactive with the family, or is it with strangers? Like
Mostly with
looking for beef.
mostly with strangers, but with us, she can be like, like, I thought about it, Lily, and I don't think you should do that. That's fucked. And I'm like,
I love this character for you also. That is fucked. Really enunciating hard. My mom is like very reserved and really just wants everyone to treat each other well. But when people don't, she kind of will be like, okay, well, I wish you would do it a different way. Or,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It really grinds her gears when like people could be nice and they just choose not to. I remember one time when I was a kid, we were in a drive-through trying to get some food, but we had like an old cup in the car, and she was like, "Can you throw this in the trash?" And they were like, "No, sorry, we can't like take trash."
Yeah.
Of course. And she was like, "Well, how am I going to make room for your cup?" And she was like, "I don't know, ma'am. We maybe just put it on the floor of your car." She's like, "Well, I can't take my new drink if I can't get rid of the old drink." Like, just really felt like, "Why won't you help me?"
She's like,
you
come
know?
on.
Yeah. Well, I think she's like, single mom and like
Yeah.
probably needed a bunch of help of like we were driving her crazy. and
That's-
being
my mom's a
loud in
single
the-
mom, too,
yeah,
same
totally,
thing.
Totally.
But I also feel like I think a lot of millennials are kind of non-confrontational when it comes to the service industry in a way that a lot of boomers are very
Because
confrontational.
we all dealt with them.
Well, and we're also used to being fucked over by companies all the time.
Yes.
Not to say like boomers aren't, they are too, but
Right.
there's like a little bit more like they're like, well, that's wrong, and I'm gonna prove a point. Like I'm not getting off this plane kind of
Right.
attitude.
Yeah.
Like, and most millennials would be like, okay, all right.
We
I
would just be
guess,
like,
fine."
"That's futile. They're gonna kick you off the plane."
They're gonna
like,
kick you off
just
the plane.
watch.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We've seen it happen. Do you all have a version of like, oh, this is where all my unexpressed feelings come out? Because mine is technology not working.
Oh, really?
Mine is like I have iMac that I got during the pandemic and a MacBook that's probably 5 years older.
Wow, you're really bragging.
I do only Apple products. I have two.
I have a 10-year-old Mac.
Oh, I forgot about the iPad I whipped out. But both of them full of RAM. Nothing, no like major programs opening. Both of them take like 5 to 8 minutes to start. And
That is crazy.
That's
it
insane.
makes me so fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing with those Apple computers is they start immediately.
Yeah.
Like the iMacs, they're like, it's got a 0.2 second startup
Yeah.
or something. So it's broken.
That's what I feel like, but I'm like I'm Googling like why is this happening, and I'm going through all the things that they're telling me, and it's like to type in my password can take 5 minutes.
Oh God,
And
I'd lose my mind too.
I almost threw my laptop at the wall a couple days ago.
We need you to get a new laptop somehow.
Uh,
You guys donate to the GoFundMe for ManDogPod, please.
Well, yeah, I'll take it.
Get
Actually.
Dan a new
Absolutely.
laptop.
Nothing for Ryan. Ryan's technology's fine because he didn't complain.
I'm fine.
Don't
Well,
donate
I-
to the fires. Donate. No, don't.
No, we have been saying that. My dog bit my iPad and it cracked the screen.
No.
And I almost threw her away in
Yeah.
the trash can.
That's
Because why would you bite a rock hard piece of metal like that? And
She's
it
such a
didn't.
baby.
I know.
She's a
It actually is
baby.
kind of cute. And every time I see the crack on the screen, I'm like, oh. But
that's trash can
Also, why
behavior for
isn't
me.
she here right now?
Trash can
I don't
behavior.
understand why you didn't bring her to the.
I should
record.
have. I should have. When it's wet and raining out, I can't really take her for a walk because she acts crazy. And then if I don't take her for a walk, she acts really crazy in the records and like bites me really hard.
Basically, what you've been doing this whole time.
Yeah, she's.
Hey, I'm
you.
just biting your guys' ankles. Okay?
Okay, so as you probably all know from the Craigslist posting, this is a focus group of mostly parents and grandparents, people we call like baby boomers or some Gen Xers, just about the product and how we're advertising it. So we just want your honest, open feedback.
Can you move over? You're
What
a little
did-
close
What
to my
did
elbow.
you just say to me?
You're a little close to my elbow. Can you move over?
So you want the woman to move the chair?
Well, you're not touching it, but you are encroaching.
Oh my
I'll move
fucking
Then I'll
God.
move over. I'll move over.
May I ask, do you both know each other?
No,
Oh, wow.
This woman?
immediate.
No.
no, I don't know this man.
I would never know someone like this.
Someone in a shirt like that? No.
Oh my God! Look at that hair.
Okay. Well, if we could do it, you know what I'm actually going to do right away is I'm actually going to put the cookies out right now. And
These are gross.
This tasted like shit.
okay. I'm
What are
sorry
these
about-
wafers?
Well,
Oh, no, they're cookies.
No, they're just cookies.
Sometimes when I get mad, I just say wrong things.
Ugh, that tasted like shit. I don't know why I ate that.
Well, I'm glad you're so open with at least one of your feelings. That's really nice, especially for what we're trying to get here. I want you to acknowledge, maybe, if we can, that we're starting from what seems like an angry place, and don't bring that into the discussion of the product.
Can I just say something?
Sure.
When I got here, I thought I was going to be able to park on level 2, like everyone said. I ended up parking closer to level 3, and I had to walk all the way from level 3 down to the elevator.
I'm so
And then
sorry
I
to hear
took the
that.
elevator up, and I said to your secretary, or I said to the woman at the front office, I said, that was really unfortunate for me.
Yeah, is that your secretary?
Who was that woman?
Why is she just sitting right there?
She's our what we call her front desk agent, and she's a customer service.
Well, she
agent.
was a fucking
a
dud.
pill, an actual absolute pill.
An absolute pill of a person.
She asked me. I walk in. She goes, "What are you here for?" Like I'm supposed to know that
Yeah.
immediately.
You knew what you were here for.
I was here for
though.
a Craigslist thing.
And I do want to just acknowledge, just based on your story, I'm sorry. It sounds like a lot of people told you could park on the second floor, and it does sound like that is where you parked, right?
I parked closer to level 3.
Which is
And then
gross.
I said to the woman, I said, can you show me? I said, where's the restroom? She says, down the hall on the right.
"Oh my god!"
I walked down the hall. There's one door, not the restroom.
Uh-huh.
And then the next door was the restroom. I said, she should have told me that there was going to be a door before the restroom, because that was very confusing for me. And I don't want to overstep, but I think you should fire her.
I apologize. That's not going to happen.
Why was
but
there
we'll
no
learn from
attendant in the restroom? I had to
That's
get
a really
gum off
good
the
point.
ground.
That was a really good point.
that. You
I had to get gum off the
like
ground.
you dropped your own gum?
I found gum in there that I guess the attendant left.
No.
I
Because
did
there's
lose
no
my gum. And that's completely separate, but I lost my gum.
I think we know where you found your gum.
What kind?
Was it-
This kind?
Yeah.
Well, don't put it in your
You
mouth.
are horrible.
No, hang on.
This whole thing is farcical.
It's not farcical.
The product sucks.
Do you know what the product is yet?
That's right. It's in that box.
All right. So
I
what
want
we're
to
gonna
see the
do-
product.
We're gonna take it out. I want to say, because it sounds like you haven't heard this yet today, I appreciate your time and your input.
Thank you.
And ultimately,
Thank
it is
you.
people
Thank you.
like you who come in for these that allow us to get to sell the best products we can to people in the best way possible.
For sure.
Actually, thank you. The economy is very important to me.
You know, I didn't want to bring this up, but 9/11 was really hard for me.
I'm sorry. I'm so
Here
sorry.
we go.
You,
You ever been around a 9/11er?
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
I give the product a 0.
It's no, please. Let's
I
wait
give the
till-
product a 0 too, because I didn't want to have to think about 9/11, and I did.
What do you turn the knob on this thing to? 0. How do you turn it to 0? 0
What does
left
this
or right?
button do?
So that's the dimmer switch for the light that you're on, sir.
You guys have this just
Now,
here?
what's this?
And that's an electric switch. So you're just putting your finger in a socket right there.
What
It's
is
not a button.
that?
It's not a
Ow!
button.
That hurt me.
Whoa.
You know what a socket is, right? Come on. Okay. It is just because this is an office that you've walked into, it doesn't mean anything is that different
Why
from
are
your
you letting
lives.
us derail this so much?
I know. You really need to work on your organizational skills
Give us
and
the
leadership.
product.
Let me pull out the product then. I agree with
Can
you.
I review the reviewer?
No, please don't.
Okay,
please
fine.
don't.
I'm
Good
gonna-
product.
I would give you a 2 stars.
That's generous.
It hurts my feelings. I feel like I've been very amenable to your behavior.
Well, 2 out of
today.
5. That's like a 4 out of 10.
It's still bad.
Do you know
Still
fractions?
really bad. Yes.
You know when you
40%.
said amenable? Is that how you say it? Amenable?
That's how I say it. Yeah. What do you? How do you say
It feels misspelled the way
Okay.
you said it.
it feels misspelled the way I said it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's meal. MEAL. Meal.
Amenable.
Mealable.
I think you both might want free food.
Yeah, is there food
I'm
mealable?
starving. I haven't eaten anything
There
since I
was-
was in the car on
those-
level 3.
You were
Oh,
on level
me
2.
either. I
You were
don't-
on
the
level
last-
2. I won't accept that.
Yeah, all I had was car jerky, so I really need there to be a bagel or some sort of carbs
I ran
because
out
I
of
am
car
fully
jerky.
proteined up, ready to go, but I don't have any food for my brain.
We will get.
My body's fine.
All I had was a breakfast burrito and a
That's
side of
it?
French toast.
That's it.
And I am starved.
You had. That's all you had.
That's all I had, and
crazy.
I'm hungry.
What kind of place is this?
We don't serve the breakfast. This is supposed to be a 30-minute meeting.
And she
It took you
said
both.
we would be eating by now. 11:15.
She said that.
You ate the cookies like dogs that have been locked up for years. You have eaten.
I forgot about those cookies. Those happened so long ago.
I didn't because they're in your beard, on your face, on your shirt.
Oh yeah.
My stomach hurts from all the pancakes.
You had pancakes too?
Yeah, I had pancakes in the car. I'm level 3.
No, level 2. All right.
Where's the product?
I'm pulling it out.
Okay.
So this is
Okay, sorry.
Oh, I thought you were going to whip out your dick.
Oh my God! I was shocked because of this MTV generation. TikTok.
I know.
The penises
the
are
way
everywhere.
They show their
Even on
penises.
HBO now, they got frontal on the wrong kind.
even on HBO. You mean men?
Yes. I
Even
want full frontal woman. I don't want full frontal man. I'll take half frontal man, upper half.
I actually
maybe.
agree. I actually agree.
Thank you. So now this woman, I thought I hated her at first, but
I
she
know.
speaks
I'm
the
coming
truth.
around on you. I'm going to say
too,
it.
Me too.
I will say the most misogynistic women I know are women over 60. So I will say that's what I'm getting from you. Okay, hey, it's me one last time. Thanks for watching this episode of the ManDogPod. If you'd like to watch or listen to the rest of the episode and our entire backlog of podcasts, go to patreon.com/mandog and you can support us there. Thanks. Bye.